Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Dambulkar. In this video, we will see how heap data structure is implemented by standard template library in C++ language, and also we will see how heap sort, that algorithm which is implemented by one function, and how it is used in standard template library. So we will see it by the example. Here we are implementing this heap by the vector. So first we'll run this program, and from the output we'll check it. So this is name of the program is STL13, got compiled, and this is the output that we got. Now see, one by one we'll go. So here we are defining one vector v and some values we have initialized this vector with this list of value. So for that purpose, here we are putting one list. So that it is initialized with these values. Now see, so every time after doing some operation, we are printing the values. So we'll come to know what operations are getting done on these values. So see, we have defined the vector, and then we are printing all the values. Okay, so message we are putting initial vector elements, and by this for loop we are printing all the values on the screen. So here you can see initial vector elements are 10, 20, 35, 50. 10, 20, 35, 50. Same values we are getting. Now see here first function. You see a first function that make underscore heap that we are using. So what is the use of this function? It creates heap inside this vector. So see, when we insert the elements, so those are saved in the insertion order, right? Those are saved in the insertion order. But when we call this function make underscore heap, it creates heap in this vector. Now heap is created. So see, heap data structure that we know that root element should be maximum. In maxive, that root element is maximum compared to its children. So that data structure is created inside this vector by calling this make underscore heap function. So after that, see elements, the sequence is changed because now they are arranged as per the heap, and it is done by calling the make underscore heap function. And all this function, see make underscore heap, pop underscore heap, push underscore heap, sort underscore heap, all these functions are provided by the algorithm header file, and this vector class provided by the vector header file. And in the vector class, this vector class is provided two functions: pop underscore back to remove any element, and push underscore back to insert any element into the vector. So here we are seeing use of this make underscore heap. So it is used to create heap inside a vector. So here we have created that vector, and here we are passing two parameters. This is the iterator pointing to the first element in vector, and this is returning iterator which is pointing to next to the last element. So two parameters we have passed to the make underscore heap function. And after that we have printed the values on the screen. So this is the output we got here. This is the output we got after this. Now see. So see, as elements are arranged as per the heap, we get maximum element from this front. See here you can see. Elements are arranged as per the heap. So maximum element is at the root, right? As it is a maxive, maximum element is at the root. There is 30. So when we print v dot front, so our vector class having one function front and back. So front returns this value, back returns last value. So when we are calling v dot front, so v dot front means this value, right? This value, and as it is a maxive, this 30 is the maximum value, right? This is the maximum value. So that's why here we are printing initial maxive. So max heap value is 30. Maximum value is 30. Now see, we are calling this pop underscore heap function. See this function, pop underscore heap function. This function we are calling, here we are calling pop underscore heap function. And again, for that we are passing iterator pointing to the first value, iterator pointing to the next to the last value. And what pop underscore heap function is doing? So what we are doing, after calling this function, we are printing elements of the vector. Now see, after calling pop underscore heap, here you can see. So what it does, whatever the maximum element is there, so it's take to the last position. Here you can see. See, these were the elements, right? Max element was at the root. After calling pop underscore heap, what it does, it take out this 30. It take out this 30 and it put it at the end. Here you can see. Pop underscore heap function take out the maximum element from this and it put at the end. Here you can see 30 put at the end. And what are the remaining elements are there? So see here 20, 10, 5, 15. And those are arranged in a heap. So see, these elements are arranged in a heap. So see, here order is different. See, 10, 20, 10, 5, 15. But it's 20, 15. Here 10 was there after 20. There is 15 there after 20, right? So these elements are arranged in a heap. And whatever the maximum heap value was there, so it is put at the end. And it is done by the pop underscore heap function. After calling pop underscore heap function, it has taken out maximum value at the end. Here you can see, and remaining value, these remaining values are arranged as per the heap. Here you can see. After that, we are calling pop underscore back, and pop underscore back function is actually the function of this. Pop underscore back function is a function provided by the vector class, right? So here we are calling pop underscore back function, pop underscore back function. And what this function is doing, so already we have seen in vector video. So pop underscore back function, it removes this last element. It removes this last element. So see, vector elements after pop underscore back, it is removing this last element. See, here you can see this 30 is removed from this. So this is the what are the remaining elements are there inside the vector, and already we have seen those are arranged in a heap. Then we are returning the max heap. See here, by calling v dot front, we are returning the maximum value. So see, already these elements are in a heap, right? These elements are in a heap, and this represents the root. So root has a maximum value. So this maximum value we are returning by v dot front. So 20 is the maximum value. So in this way, pop underscore heap and pop underscore back are used together. See, again I am repeating. Pop underscore heap function, what it does, whatever the element which was at the front, and that was the maximum one because this was in arranged in a heap. So it takes out at the end. It takes out at the end. Yes, it has taken at the end, and whatever the remaining elements are there, those are arranged in a heap. So these elements are arranged in a heap. Then we have called pop underscore back function. Actually, it is a vector function. Pop underscore back. It is removing this 30, right? And anyhow, that remaining values were in a heap only, as per the heap data structure. Then we are returning the maximum value v dot front. So v dot front, definitely it will give the maximum value because it is at the front. It is at the root of the heap. 20 we got. Now see, so here we are adding one value 40 into the vector by calling push underscore back. Push underscore back function, it is the function of vector class, and it is used to insert any value in a vector, right? We have seen in a vector video. So this push underscore back function, we are adding 40 into the heap, not heap, in a vector we are adding. So here 40 we are adding. So see, we have seen in the vector video, when we call push underscore back, so this new value 40 is added at the end. So see, previous values were like this, right? 20, 15, 10, 5. 20, 15, 10, 5. And 40 we are adding at the end. 40 is added at the end, right? But as 40 is added there, so structure is changed, right? Because see, because of 40, now it is not in a heap. Because of this new element, this to maintain the heap, that element should get changed, right? Order should get changed, and that is done by calling the push underscore heap function. Even instead of this function, we can also call make underscore heap function also. Same result we will get, because this function is also used to create heap inside the vector, and here this function is doing the same thing. Here we are calling it because new element we have inserted into the vector, and as new element has come into the vector, we have to arrange according to the new element, right? And for that purpose, we need to call this push underscore heap function. Here you can see. So here, after calling push underscore back function, we are calling this push underscore heap function like this. And after calling push underscore heap function, those elements are arranged as per the heap. Now heap is created here, and if we return the maximum number which is at the v dot front, right? After calling front function, we will get the maximum value at the root. That is the maximum value. So here we got. Now see. Now we'll see the heap sort. See, heap sort data structure subject or algorithm subject. So heap sort, that heap sort function sort the values, right? So it is implemented by this function sort underscore heap. This sort underscore heap function. Sort underscore heap function, which is provided by this header file algorithm. So a sort underscore heap function, it is used to implement the heap sort. So here we are implementing the heap sort by calling sort underscore heap function, and again same two parameters we are passing. Iterator pointing to the first value, iterator pointing next to the last value. So heap sort function we are calling, sort underscore heap function we are calling, which is used to implement the heap sort. And after that we are printing the values in vector. So heap sort, this sort underscore heap function, what it does, it applies the heap sort and we will get the sorted value. See, here you can see. Here we are getting the sorted values in function. So by using sort underscore heap function, we can sort the values in a vector. So likewise, we can use this function. We can implement heap sort by calling sort underscore heap function. So in this way, we have seen different heap functions to manage heap inside the vector, right? So we have seen make underscore heap function to create heap, then pop underscore heap function, that also we have seen, which is used along with the pop underscore back function, then push underscore heap function, that also we have seen, which is used along with the push underscore back function, and to sort the elements in heap, we have used sort underscore heap function. So in this way, we can perform, our heap is maintained in standard template library, and we can perform operations on a heap by this function. So all these functions are the predefined. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.